This video is created by Nihar Dash from YouTube. This video is created by Nihar Dash from YouTube. 22 different types of ice to cool your drinks written by Nihar Dash for public domain purpose. On the 3 melting ice cubes. Different types of ice. Ice is an essential ingredient in cold drinks. One would not want to use big ice cubes for a snow cone, nor would they want to use crushed ice for an old-fashioned. Here are different styles of ice to cool and mix your favorite drinks. Which, written by Nihar Dash for public domain purpose only. 1. Regular or standard ice cube. Regular or standard ice cube. The regular cube is used to cool everything from a glass of water, soft drinks, cocktails, 4 on the rocks drinks, and mixing in a shaker with little dilution, as it has a slow melt rate with a near 100% ice to water ratio. Regular cubes of ice, stacked upon each other. Of all the different types of ice, the regular cube is the most common form that is used in homes, restaurants, bars, etc., as it fits into most glasses and can be used in the kitchen, the front of the house and the bar. A restaurant can operate with just one ice machine because of the regular cube's versatility. The regular cube is also widely used in the bagging of ice for sale at grocery stores, as its shape makes it sturdy, easy to bag in a plastic bag, and the melt rate is slower than that of other shapes. Also, handy for home use in the icing down of sprained ankles and relieving headaches from the home freezer ice tray. 2 full cubes. Full cubes. Wet 1-inch square ice cubes. Measuring by the Ice-O-Matic ice machine produces what they call the full cube, and they are the perfect square cubes of ice. Manitowoc commercial ice machine makes the same size cube and calls it the dice. Scotsman makes the same size cube and calls theirs the medium cube, and measures the same as the 2 examples above. Hoshizaki America Incorporated calls their full cube the square cube, and its dimensions are actually the one that isn't a perfect square, measuring 1 by 1 by 1/4. 3 half cubes. Half cube ice known as half dice, small cube, half cube, ideal for a drink. They fill the glass and provide more surface area for cooling than a glass filled with larger cubes. While they cool the drink faster, they can dilute the drink quicker, as they melt more quickly than a larger cube. The half cube takes up more volume of the glass than a couple of full cubes would, and therefore not as much mixer or juice of some kind is needed to fill the glass. 4 big cubes. Big cubes. Barman tongs. Big ice cube goblet of red wine. Big cubes of ice are just that, big, at 2 inches by 2 inches. They're the king of ice cubes, also known as rocks cubes. These large cubes cool a fine whiskey or bourbon with little dilution and look great while they're doing it. Excellent for keeping bowls of punch chilled and pitchers of fruit juices ice cold. 5 crescent ice. Crescent ice. Crescent moon vector with stars and clouds. A half cube. The crescent-shaped ice cube is a slower melter. It fills a glass, takes up more volume, better than a regular cube, and due to its unique shape, drink ingredients are less apt to splash compared to a square-type cube when the product is poured over them. This crescent-shaped ice cube blends faster and easier in a food processor than a full cube. Used in many commercial settings in self-serve dispensers because the crescent shape is less likely to jam and get stuck when dispensing than other forms of ice cubes. Identified by its crescent moon shape and specific to the Hoshizaki ice machine. Crescent-shaped ice is widely used in restaurants, hotels, bars, and convenience stores. 6 Sonic ice. Sonic ice soft, easy to chew, and absorbs the drink's flavor. Many devoted fans look forward to getting their slushy soft drinks at Sonic drive-ins, as they offer good ice as it has come to be known. 7 Nugget ice. Nugget ice. Blue-colored nugget ice drink. Straw lemon and glass. Nugget ice was developed by the ice machine manufacturer Scotsman in 1981. Nugget ice contains more air than most other forms of ice, making it less dense than most other forms, easier to chew, fun to crunch, and allows more of the flavors of the drink to penetrate the ice. Nugget ice is also known as the candy of the ice world or the good ice and the best ice. It has developed quite a following since its inception. Also known as Sonic ice, there are variations from other manufacturers known as pellet ice, cublet ice, and pearl ice. 8 Pebble ice. Pebble ice. Pebble ice is typically made in a Lewis bag, starting with an ice cube and crushing it down to the desired size of a pebble. I have seen pebble ice referred to as nugget ice. It is not nugget ice, 2 different ice making methods. 9. Crushed ice. Crushed ice. Crushed ice is ice cubes that are beaten, gently massaged into small pieces. You can do this at home with a wooden mallet and a Lewis bag or a nice clean kitchen bar towel. Bin full of crushed ice. Crushed ice is very popular for drinks such as mint juleps and tiki drinks. Some home bartenders prefer nugget ice for their mint julep over the crushed ice. 10. Top hat. Top hat. This ice is of the gourmet ice family, a slow melter resembling a top hat. This ice is often found in higher-end establishments. 11. Gourmet ice. Gourmet ice. 4. Clear carved ice cubes. Gourmet ice is the cocktail ice typically used in high-end cocktail bars, lounges, and upscale restaurants that serve high-end liquors. It includes top hat and an octagonal-shaped form, and many times handcrafted cubes, spheres, with a near 100% ice-to-water ratio. It has a slow melt rate, and the preferred ice for whiskeys and drinks such as the Manhattan, due to the slow melt, little dilution, and the clarity of the ice. 12. Clear ice. Clear ice. Who doesn't like clear ice? It is aesthetically pleasing, and being nearly 100% ice-to-water ratio, it melts slower in the glass, creating less dilution of the drink it is meant to cool. Blue light illuminating large gourmet ice cubes. As a result, clear ice is the standard in finer clubs and lounges. Larger metropolitan areas have specialty ice companies that make clear large ice cubes, spheres, and cater to upscale bars, restaurants, and home bar enthusiasts. 13. Ice spheres. Ice spheres mean putting frozen ice ball into rocks. Glass with tongues. The ice sphere, also known as an ice ball, is generally 2 inches in diameter, is excellent for keeping dilution down to a minimum. When sipping a fine whiskey or other spirits you wouldn't want to be watered down. 14. Collins spheres. Collins spheres is in a Collins glass for long drinks such as a Tom Collins or even a Shirley Temple. They melt slowly and add a touch of cool to the cocktail. Ice artisans like to create their own ice spheres using a block of ice they've purchased or made themselves, but molds are available. Using a serrated knife, they cut the ice into, roughly, 5x1x1 pieces. 15. Bullet ice. Bullet ice. Bullet ice is shaped like a bullet, round on one end and flat on the other, with an opening making it hollow. Bullet ice can cool down drinks quickly due to the extra surface contact between ice and beverage, also known as pearl ice, due to its cloudy appearance. Bullet ice is often used in the hotel industry ice dispensers and is a great choice for blended drinks, where ice appearance isn't an issue. 16. Cracked ice. Cracked ice. Probably more show than go. You can create cracked ice by taking a cube of ice in the palm of one hand and with a bar spoon in the other. Give the cube a quick wrap or two with the backside of the spoon. Results may vary. 17. Shave ice. Shave ice. Lacy in green dress and shave ice. Desert blocks of ice shaved with a machine designed specifically for the purpose, resulting in fluffy snow-like ice, typically served as a treat dressed with flavored syrups and fruit. 18. Flake ice. Flake ice. Flake ice. Close-up. Flake ice is soft ice that is great for the blended drink, such as a pina colada, margarita, or daiquiri, as it takes less time to mix than other forms of ice. Flake ice cools ingredients rapidly, speeds up prep time, and is easier on your blender than regular ice cubes. Fast melt rate. Flake ice is the first choice to cool seafood, as its small size presents more surface area to the product, and, therefore, quicker cooling than other ice forms, such as cubes or block ice. 19. Block ice. Block ice ideal for making large cubes, spheres, and other ice shapes artisans would want to create. There are 2 different types of block ice. One of compressed crushed ice and the other is a solid block frozen in a form. The latter is preferred for making ice for drinks. Freshly cut from River Lake, large blocks of ice. Block ice forms are available for those that want to make their own at home. More block ice is sold in many grocery stores and convenience stores. 20. Dry ice. Dry ice. 6. Martinez garnished with dry ice available from many grocery stores with identification showing the buyer is 18 plus years old. Dry ice is primarily used at Halloween time in drinks to add just a bit more scary to the festivities. Dry ice can burn the skin and should be handled by adults only. 21. Wet ice. Wet ice. Cube ice that has been allowed to start to melt at room temperature is known as wet ice. Wet ice will cool a drink quicker than ice that has not begun to melt. The dilution rate of the drink is sped up with wet ice. Wet ice also will allow you to pour a soda pop into the glass filled with ice without it bubbling up and running all over the place. 22. Grocery store ice cubes. Grocery store ice cubes. Ice bags on cart. Man loading freezer. The average American buys 4 bags of ice per year. Whether buying ice for your house party or stocking the cooler for a road trip, we buy a lot of ice. Grocery store ice cubes are pretty acceptable, if not making your own. The commercial ice manufacturing industry has been regulated by the Food and Drug Administration just as it would any other food product. Typically you will find that, if they move a lot of ice at the location you purchase it from, the ice will be fresh, not a frozen lump, and clear.